And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Gurley now, toss right. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
1st and 10.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 24-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard. Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
That's good.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And that one's complete to Gurley. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Marino here from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And 8.
On third down, Marino. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Morton Anderson.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the shotgun, Marino. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Todd Gurley.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
44-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley.
Number 20.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Anderson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down is Marino. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Denver.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Andre Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Morton Anderson.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 59 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Bobby Bell on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 41, Marino. Incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down by
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Marino to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 12.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
1-yard gain.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Marino. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run with Sanders. Space to run past the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Marino. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
To Todd Gurley.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take...
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers, check. Socks, check. Hoodie, check. Shorts, check. Nike, I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new Chris Foss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it talks too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.